Thank you. That's a good question. I'm sipping tequila and ginger ale. Yeah. We were that song that everybody. It is called Everybody.
Really?
Yeah, that writer was not imaginative at all. It's like, let me just give you a song that's like three words. You know.
Or I could see like you know what? Everybody pissing me off. Who getting this word?
Yeah,
everybody.
Oh, that's a great TikTok. I'm gonna do that. That is a great TikTok.
You're just gonna take what happened here.
Don't you know? I steal shit. I told you, I steal shit.
You didn't even hide it. I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna do that.
If you go
I'm
viral,
gonna pop some things. What?
If you go viral, I'm suing you.
I can get viral. I can give it to you.
Give me what?
The viralness.
No, I don't.
That's what it's called, viral.
I'm cool. Whatever that's about.
I just sneeze on you or something.
Keep that shit.
Ow! That reminds me of it's just a good vibration.
Yeah.
It's just a sweet. Are we doing a show?
Are we like showing our age? Because I was literally driving here listening to In Vogue. Like,
oh, you was
never gonna. And the only part that people know is wow, 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 wow. That's
all
the
you
only
need
part
to
that
know.
knows.
Who did that? The Rock and Kevin Hart in that one movie. I think it was CIA.
It was called Central Intelligence. Yeah. That was a dope Kevin Hart movie.
Young Robbie.
Yes.
Do you not like Kevin Hart's movie?
He has an issue with Kevin Hart.
Oh,
is that a different episode?
So I just came.
It's gonna be the comedy episode.
A
couple comedian stand-up comedy episode.
Because Cat Williams should suck. Never mind.
Did it? The new joint that just dropped?
Oh,
I had it on the list.
God, it was horrible.
And yet they just got a preview of the next week's episode when we're doing the
the R&B joint.
The R&B
that's
joint.
gonna be fire.
Before
because that Tank Drink Champs interview,
I know.
fire.
He was wilding. Yeah.
Should we introduce her before we get into the shit?
Do we have to introduce?
We don't
hey,
have
peeps.
to. That's
Do we
right.
have to introduce?
Right. It's like coming home and seeing your family. Like
you know what else is crazy though? Whatever we try to do wouldn't be as good as she would do it herself.
That's true.
So we'll give her the floor.
Hey y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all know who it is. Yeah. D Simone, aka D Smoke.
Smoke with a Y.
D Simone Spot, and I'm back again.
Bringing love and light messages, ladies and gentlemen.
Love and
Killing
light
it
messages.
with the blonde though.
Yes.
She came with the blonde and the bangs. She was like, I'm here to slay motherfuckers.
You know what? I wish that there was a male equivalent of like a wig to be like fat and skinny, because I don't always want to be skinny.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? But because being fat is comfortable, you can eat whatever you want to. You know, you just do whatever you want, just to have fun. You know, like would you get in shape and then put on a fat suit? Like to ponder that. While you're pondering that, let's get into it, Jerry. God don't like ugly. Whatever I was about to say, it wasn't gonna be good. God don't like ugly. Whatever I was about to say was not about to be good because I literally choked on air.
Welcome to the Pour Up Podcast. I am Mike Lake, aka Hillsborough Slim, aka Salt and Pepper Beard, watching Claude halfway die over here.
Yes.
Literally.
He almost drowned in his cup.
I did.
AKA Claude almost drowned in his cup.
I almost drowned in the pussy, so I swam to the butt. But yo, it's your boy CP34, aka the Big Dipper, aka British Montana here on Tampa Bay's best pregame party.
On your boy.
I did. Tampa Bay's best pregame party, not just the poor. We are the. I always do. See, I was taught.
Not just the podcast.
We are the poor. We do have a guest who's already introduced herself.
No guest.
Not a guest.
Sis, family.
Yes, this is fam. I'm with my bros, y'all. Y'all know who it is. D Simone, aka D Smoke. Hey, y'all.
You know what I loved? I saw the message. I didn't get a chance to reply because I was busy, but Claude hit you back. My whole girl say, I was thinking, where could I go to talk about some shit? And then bloop. She hit him with the bloop.
Yeah.
The bloop. Pour Podcast. I knew y'all be with it.
I'm really glad we had that effect. That's nice.
Heck yeah. I get invited to a lot of podcasts, not but podcasts
There's
in
other
general.
Yeah.
No. But this is home. This is home.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
And when I'm ready to let my rocks off, I'm coming home.
Let your
appreciate.
Yes.
So,
ladies, please come to the port to get your rocks off.
Take me out of that episode.
No, I don't care.
I don't want to be in that episode.
You don't want to be in that episode?
Not where everybody, no.
Now everybody's getting their rocks off?
Nah, I don't want to be in that.
You just going to miss it?
I'm going to sit that one out.
Jerry, you want to stand in?
You know you got this bro foot.
Jerry said he'll stand there.
Now's my chance. Now's my chance. Salute to PA Jerry and PA Vic, who's not here. been prepping for and got married this weekend.
Oh wow! Congrats!
Salutes to him and Nicole. That was a good, fun wedding. My dad DJ'd it.
Yeah,
all the homies was there. JM was there. I almost called him Jay Simone. JM was there. You know, former host of the Pour Up podcast. Always family. I think he was a groomsman. I don't know. Everybody was there. The whole Vegas crew that we went and wilded out. And I lost my shirt.
And we went to church.
We did. We went to Bible study. The whole Vegas trip every night.
We take me to church. That's
was you there?
But yeah, salute to him, man. Congrats on the marriage and everything from the Pour Up.
Congrats, honey. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for all you do, and we see you back soon.
Better be back next week. Yes, that's nicer than I wanted to do. Bring that ass back here. We need you.
But no, man. Hey, so what I was saying before we got into it, I was asking, Simone has changed your hair. Ladies can change their hair like that. You know, they can be a blonde one day, they could be a redhead one day, they can have braids, they can have, you know, that shit shaved down. And I was just saying, as a man, you know, like, what if you could be like fat and skinny at a drop of a hat, like just fit and then like comfortable fat again?
Can women do it?
Why would you change it back? Why would it be specific to men?
Because I think women actually, despite what they may say, they like the comfortable, the chubby bubby. They like
their guy.
Their guy.
But why can't women wear the wig to slim them down or whatever you got going on over here?
So
is it like is it like Harry Potter's cloak? Like it just hides some of your body?
Oh my god!
You just fucking
slim? Like the transformation, Steve Urkel's transformation machine. Yeah,
we could just throw some Spanx on.
That's true.
Let's do a Spanx episode.
I saw them, and I'm not gonna lie, they were in my cart for a minute
bruh.
I mean, at least try it.
I thought about it.
You should.
When you put on like a nice shirt or something for a date night, you can, you know what I'm saying?
Hear me out, Mike. Don't be laughing over there. Y'all hear me out here.
I just picturing you trying to put on a fucking Spanx.
Y'all hear me out here. It's not
and
Spanx.
Not tell nobody.
Basically,
Claude in here looking fucking buff. Claude, you look different.
I can't fucking breathe. Explain.
Basically, it's a pair of boxer briefs that just got a little material up top, and you just pull it up all over your belly, and it sucks it in. And I'm not. Hey, listen, I'm on my fitness journey.
I've seen chicks in them panties with their stomach out. I've seen that before.
Exactly. And I'm just saying, I'm on my fitness journey, and until I reach the end of my fitness journey, in the meantime, when I want to put on like a suit or some shit, big guy, we'll put the belly and put the button up in, tucking it in, and
general,
the belt. That shit's uncomfortable,
look.
Right? It's a little uncomfortable. So if you have all,
I'm not judging you for your choice. Live your truth, brother. But you won't catch me in it.
Oh bullshit!
What?
You would never put on Spanx.
What? I would do it as a joke or something for the show, but like to really, like, I'm proud of my body, bro. I'm good.
No, it's not to hide your body. I'm just, when you're bigger and you put on, and you got to tuck your shirt in and put a suit on and shit like that. That shit gets uncomfortable.
Tucking the shirt in is a bit annoying with the gut, but it ain't like the end of the world. I'd rather get like a Spanx shirt. I'm not tucking my stomach in my underwear like somebody mama or something. Like what the fuck?
Because the thing is, your pants like kind of slide, because
right.
It's so smooth. And if you lose your pants, bro,
right.
Oh man,
you can't be fat losing your pants.
Like remember was it the penguin? Remember the penguin in the old Batman, the Clooney joint?
Yeah,
or was it the Kilmer joint? He was in that like onesie button up.
Yeah, that was the.
Can I get a picture of your body, your face on his body,
in the dirty pajamas?
Yeah,
the dirty onesie
Come
pajamas.
On, you slender me all the time
with the butt hanging out.
All of that.
Oh no, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Okay, I got some skills.
All right, so you saying I can't get if I get my Spanx underwears and my stomach looks all of a sudden look a little flatter, you're gonna be suspicious.
I support you.
Those Spanx are gonna be supporting me too.
Consider me Spanx because I support you.
That's your nickname,
I support
Spanx.
You. No, that's not my nickname. That's your nickname.
Oh my god.
I've seen the wife beater joints that slam.
Yeah.
I may or may not have known a homie that had done that, but I ain't gonna air him.
Who is it?
Nobody we know.
Oh god.
Nobody recent. But that joint, I could see some pants doing that. I've seen the t-shirts that fit a little different. I ain't doing none of that.
Oh wait, no, hold on.
No,
hold on.
I thought you were about to say like I can probably do that. Like, oh no.
Decent one. You know what the t-shirts are talking about? The t-shirts aren't compression. The t-shirts are actually, they just cut differently for big guys, right? So they have a little bit more room around the belly. They're a little bit tighter around the arms, so they accentuate all of your good spots. Yeah, it makes everything look good. You want to do those?
I would do those.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't see that as spanking myself. Like I ain't trying to like.
Ain't nobody trying to spank you.
As some bustier myself. Like I'm good. I'm comfortable, bro. I'll be shirtless places. I'll be standing next to Jerry with his 6-pack, and I'm good.
So my deepest regret as your friend is that I have to spend every summer with you shirtless.
Hey, the summer here, bro. What we doing this weekend? We in the pool?
We
Exactly.
outside.
Guts out, baby. Guts out.
Hey, shout out to that time we went to Mexico and we looked like two burnt ass M&Ms sitting in that fucking pool.
I got sunburnt for the first time in my life. That Mexico's something different.
Yes, we can burn.
I keep getting burnt by Mexicans.
Oh.
Simone, imagine how hard God had to work that day to get his ass sunburnt. God was working overtime. I'm gonna get this
that
nigga.
sun on the equator was different. You know how you press the meat down with the when you're cooking the burger? Had my shit sizzling, bro. My shoulders was fucked. It was different.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even realize it until we got back to the boat when I took off the shirt and the threads was in the cracked skin.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, what's happening to me?
Wait.
I've been dark skinned my whole life.
Yep.
I've never been sunburned. I'm sure you have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every
I've
summer.
seen you be sunburned.
Yes.
Every summer. It happens one because I get hubris, right? I'd be like, I'm black. I don't need sunscreen. But this guy be like, nah, nigga, no, you're not.
I'd be like,
Nope.
38%.
Nope.
30. You said it's on 38%.
So you're setting, yeah. Let me teach him a
Handicap.
lesson real quick. He still ain't learned.
But
yeah.
yes, let that be a lesson. Even the really, really dark skin can burn in the sun.
Wow.
And understand too, y'all. Skin cancer is a real thing, and it does not discriminate, except for black people can get skin cancer. It happens all the time. Just know that take care of your skin best way you can. Sunblock, or just stay your ass inside. That's what I try to do. But it doesn't always work that way.
Do they make the waterproof Spanx so when you go to the pool, like you're gonna be good?
You want me to look like the 1919 guy? Hi, I'm gonna go out and swim in the one-piece swimsuit.
Man, I'm just trying to make you comfortable
with the stripes on it.
Whatever. When I'm on my jet ski and my stomach just getting it, you and your Spanx, we both be comfortable.
Your belly's gonna hit you in the face and knock your ass out.
My stomach is getting it. That's classic.
Stomach be getting that shit like a whole ass party.
Jesus,
my stomach be at the beach too.
Oh, wow.
Make my stomach a whole other character.
Right.
Mike's gut.
What would you call it?
Mike's gut.
Mike's gut.
Yeah.
Not like
Charlie or something.
Like Charlie or stomach.
Stomach.
Ew. That's ew.
Nah. Hey, stomach.
That's the moneymaker. That's how I be bagging all these bras back when I was single.
Okay. I see.
And Mike can dance. Don't let him fool you. Mike can groove.
I appreciate the vote of confidence, D.
Yeah.
Who's vibing with?
Hey.
What was that? St. Patty's?
Yep.
It was.
St. Patty's.
That was a good day.
Oh yeah, man. That was a bad next day though. I was hungover like a motherfucker.
I was fine.
Ouch. Yeah.
I'm Irish. I have to get fucked up.
The Uber driver could rap and sing. He was harmonizing on the way home. That dude was fire. What was his name? I'm gonna look him up. He hit me up recently. He hit me up recently too. He hit me up recently to come on the pour up. We was talking about the pour up in the Uber, and he just started singing and rapping. He had his instrumental ready and everything.
Like
damn.
Uber Chronicles. He should come up. I'm sure
that is an amazing hustle because what are you gonna do? You ain't gonna get out the car. You need that Uber ride.
I shot him an extra tip too. Salute.
Nice.
I bought his CD, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yo, somebody gave away.
We gonna have homie on. It's crazy how that thought connected from dancing to St. Patty's to that was our Uber ride. That was dope. Anyway, should we go to like some pics or something?
Yeah, we should probably go to some pics right now. I think it's time for.
Finally decided.
Oh, I was good.
I finally decided to write an introduction to the shit.
Okay.
Welcome to Simpics.
Oh God.
Can I do the Claude voice? Am I doing it right? Now, welcome to Simpics. Here's where I curate the finest from TikTok, Twitter, and IG each week. If you want to share your clips to me, something you saw this week, something you thought was funny or interesting, whatever, send them my way. Send them to my IG at I am Mike Lake, or text them to your boy, and I'll bring them out here to the pour up. First
Did
one.
you practice that? That was actually done very well.
No,
very well.
I just wrote it that one time and just said it that one
I'm
time.
impressed. Go ahead.
I worked in call centers for like 10
That's
years.
true.
I could read with the best of them.
I can read.
So this one was submitted by Claude, actually. CP.
Oh, yay, finally.
So
he got really excited.
I did.
You know how all these Zoom meetings and everything going on, you're busy. You got places to be.
Yeah.
Homie tried to combine the two. Jerry, talk.
It's been really ripe with opportunity, but I think Q4 is going to be even bigger for us.
Yeah, Frank, you have those projections for Q3?
Yeah, let me pull them up right here real quick. I'll pull them up at you. Oh, my brakes.
Hey, Frank, are you okay, man?
Oh, my brakes. Oh, my brakes.
Oh.
Yeah. Homie said, I couldn't stop crying. Homie said, I had somewhere to be, and I got to do this meeting at the same time, and I got a plan.
Hey, he got a whole setup,
Oh shit, my brakes.
Oh shit, my brakes. Oh shit,
The way he flew up. That was great.
Yo, that was amazing.
Salute to CP for
Oh
submitting.
God, yeah.
All right, so we got a bachelor party coming up, or 2, I think.
Oh, I didn't get invited to the other one.
Oh, well, we got a bachelor party coming up. I may have 2.
Oh.
No matter how far in advance you tell your girl about the guys trip, this is the reaction you get.
Yep.
I will see you in fucking hell, you fucking asshole, you fucking liar, you fucking manipulator, you
It's like when you told her about the guys trip 4 weeks ago.
The guy's night. Damn the trip. the night.
She going to hell with him.
Aw.
I will see you in hell.
She gonna be there at the guy's trip.
She's going to.
There was a possession in there.
First of all, he thinks that he's gonna go on that guy's trip, but she ain't gonna be at the airport. She gonna be on the plane.
she already
What?
in the suitcase.
Yes.
she called him. Homie was already stressed. He's like, I don't know how we gonna get through baggage. It's gonna be nuts.
Yikes.
Yo, they scan that shit through the thing and they show the out. You know how to show the outline of what's in there.
Yeah,
It's just the body.
She's still mad though.
And she's, motherfucker, I'm gonna get you.
Bring your shorty to the. Never mind.
So who in our group is that gonna be? Never mind. Quick.
You're gonna make me slander the homies. I will not slander my homies.
No, sir.
We are not slandering the homies.
You made me have the black
The
church
black-
lady.
Hollering laughing. That's what you call hollering laughing.
Oh my
As Steve used to say, the little old black lady living.
Little black lady.
All right, for the last one in Slim Picks, it's about advertising.
Oh Lord.
Sometimes you gotta give them a little sneak peek of what's available.
Baby, I go to work. Yeah, girl, how you feeling these preview pumps? These are just preview pumps. You can see how I was pumping in advance. That way you would know if you want to get down with me or not. A lot of dudes ain't giving you the preview pumps. Look at, oh yeah, preview pumps. Every pump, you can see every stroke in advance. Look how I'm working. So you gotta actually look at the preview pumps, girl. I'm putting in mad pump work. You're not even looking.
Working.
I have never
I'm talking
ever
about working.
Preview.
I have never seen a dog just hump the air before.
Absolutely nothing. Riding. Okay.
Preview pumps. That's just crazy.
That's a shirt. There it is.
Preview pumps.
Preview
That's a
pumps.
well-known
Preview.
comedian. Don't steal his shit.
No,
I forget his name right now. It's
Tony
funny.
Baker?
Tony Baker. It was.
oh, okay, good.
Preview pumps is funny. The snip. Preview pumps.
Wow. Well,
Look like somebody in the club just trying to show off.
so you be doing that? Isn't that one of your moves?
Little hip
Wait, no.
thrust.
What is the move you do? It's when you just
thrust?
stand still. You don't
Whatever
move.
it is I do, this
It's-
ain't it.
It's like this.
I don't
You
know
do
what-
something
I hope it
like
ain't a
this.
preview pump.
It's not a. No, he just moves his hips. That's it. It's just nothing else
Oh.
moves.
I have no idea what you're talking
Hey, I'm
about.
telling you, might be swaggy with this shit.
It's
though.
the stomach.
Like, yo.
It's the stomach move. You just move the
I
stomach.
have no idea what you're talking about.
You're moving the stomach. Okay.
I don't be dancing like that.
Okay.
All I do is this. All right.
Well, thank
But that
you.
was Slim Picks.
Yo, thank you for that, Mike.
Y'all send me videos. I be bored during the. Well, no, that's a lot. I be busy, but I be needing a distraction every now and then.
Yeah, he need to come up with 3 by every Thursday, so y'all be sending him shit.
Oh, I got a long list.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Those I'm good.
I'm a
I feel my heart feels
curator.
good now.
I'm a
You know,
curator.
laughter is medicine.
It is.
Literally.
Yeah.
Laughter is medicine.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm feeling
Like heal
I'm
my
healed.
fractured foot.
Ow. I like that.
Oh,
I
before we
like
get
that.
into
I
the
can't
mix,
wait to get back in.
you hurt your foot.
I do have a fractured
We in a
foot.
boot, y'all.
I got your boy in a boot.
Did the doctor say it was because you put too much weight?
No, he did not say any such
You gonna
thing.
choke on that drink
Yeah,
again.
that's what happened.
You
The-
know,
and the evil trying to come out.
swallow it.
But no, the doctor said it was a stress.
It was a stress fracture caused by another injury. But I'm good, bro.
So you ain't take care of the first one, and now look at you.
I'm back though. I'll be back next week. I hope.
Mhm.
I'll go see him next week.
Okay, you're gonna be beat people at races.
Oh, I'll still beat that ass right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
with the boot.
yeah, bro, you're slow.
Okay, all right.
don't know
I
if
bet you can't
understand
name
that.
one of y'all beat me, so it's
Oh,
all
no,
good.
I like. Damn, you back down quick. I'll take myself over you.
Okay.
Let's get it.
It ain't
See, there's
nothing.
a thing called hubris and
D
confidence.
Simone on a
They're
foot
very
race?
different.
It ain't no hubris.
That's hubris.
There's no hubris.
Okay, this is humorous. All right, thank you for your slim pick, sir. I appreciate it every week. You my medicine, my stomach is very, very hurt. I got an ab workout from those. That was dope.
He was literally crying.
I was literally crying, y'all. With that said, y'all talking into the mix. Excuse me, guys. All right, so in the mix. So we are obviously, I don't have to tell you what's in the news right now. There's a lot of crap in the news right now, and we'll just jump it off by saying some crazy, ridiculous out there, not out there, unfortunately, right on par shit happened in Texas here in the last what I think has been that 72 hours. There was a shooting in Texas, and I'm really glad that we have D. Simone on here because you are a mental health professional, and this shit's been mad triggering.
Absolutely. For a lot of people, it has been very triggering.
It's one of those things where we can have the conversation. I don't want to have a conversation about the shooter. I don't necessarily want to get into the politics around it, except for the fact that why does it feel like every time something like this happens, it's like, oh, it just happened, and we're just gonna move on to the next one.
Yeah, it does, and to not get into the shooter, but to get into the shooter and all of the shooters. There's a deeper thing going on, and it's outside of race. It's outside of, because we just had the other incident happen, and he was not a white man. We need to really start to talk and develop our emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
What is happening? You say, oh, he's deranged or he has a mental illness. What are you actually saying? What is it? We need to get to the underlying issue. And you might say, okay, it's hatred. I was listening, shout out to the Breakfast Club, I believe it was, Charlamagne the God, and he was like, what can we do to eradicate hate? Well, I don't think there's such thing.
Yeah.
There's not such thing as eradicate hate. How do we manage their hate? How do we manage our love? How do we manage jealousy? Whatever it is, it's an emotion. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I can't just run up to D Smoke and kiss him in the mouth because I love him so much. No, you're going to go to jail for sexual harassment. Yeah. But I love him though. Even though that's a good emotion, it is still a bad thing I'm doing. Even though they're doing evil things, it is still an emotion. How do we balance, manage, get to the underlying of said emotion, whatever it is? Fuck your feelings, all that shit. This is now the society we have now is from fuck your feelings, stay out your feelings, I don't care about no feelings, da. Now look where we are.
Right.
Nobody cares about anybody. Nobody's connected. I don't care that they're children or that they were black. Oh, I care because they were black. I care because they were kids. No, we're not connected. That's a problem. Why? Because everybody's man for himself. No new friends. Fuck you and fuck this. And that is the underlying tone for everybody. Everybody. And that has to be addressed. As a society, why nobody gonna give a damn? What happened?
Right.
That's my question. What happened? When did we just say, fuck it, I'm gonna just do what I do and screw you, and if that person's over there hungry, I still don't care. It doesn't matter what it is. Underlying emotion, nobody gives a shit anymore. That's a problem, a major problem in America. I don't care how much money you have, all these things. Do you care about people? Your neighbor. I am my brother's keeper. What does that really mean? Is anybody caring about their brothers and sisters? No. Society is just not here for it. It's this black and white debate and da-da-da. Where is that getting us?
It's so funny that you said, "Am I brother's? Am I my brother's keeper?"
Am I my brother's keeper?
I saw a lot of religious quotes and passages and scriptures being thrown out there after all this happened. And I grew up in church, and we'll talk more about that in our next thing. But it's just funny to me how quickly people go there without acknowledging the fact that, we all, like you said, we all connected.
We're all connected.
And I'm not throwing the shooter no bill. And the Port Podcast, Shit Division Media, and all of its affiliates do not condone any type of gun violence or any of this nonsense that happened.
No,
but one of the things I did see with this person is that obviously they look different.
They did.
Obviously they're a minority. They're not white. They're a minority.
And he's also dead.
Possibly transgender. There was a transgender flag. So we can only assume. We don't know for sure. And I'm going to just go off of what I know.
Right.
What's been reported, excuse me.
Right.
And our first thing was to be like, well, they look like a psycho. They look unbalanced. And I think about the fact that this is in Texas, a state where they're making laws to say, hey, we can't talk about how you are in the schools. So you have no safe spaces.
You have no safe space.
And when you don't have, as someone who grew up with very little safe spaces, it's one of those things where when you have no safe spaces, you feel, fuck it. It's true, like you just said. It's fuck it.
It's fuck it.
It's fuck it.
Yes, your emotions are all over the place. I have nowhere to go to decompress, to unwind, to talk to somebody. Yeah, I can't say gay. I can't do this. I can't. Fuck all y'all. And where it leads me? To hell. Oh well. Nobody cares about me. Nobody cares.
So in your professional opinion, though, so this is one guy, but where do they go? Where do they go? Like, where do they go? Right? So you can't go to your teacher because you can't talk about that stuff in school. I know in that state alone, there are not venues or avenues for people who are of a certain race or sexual orientation or gender to go and talk about certain things. Where do you go other than to the pawn shop to get an AR-15?
Exactly.
Well, no,
it saddens me. I mean, there needs to be more programs. If anything, at least put a program in the school. You have a guidance counselor, but the guidance counselor is only going to talk about when Johnny slapped Susie in second period. But why did Johnny slap Susie? He needs to go to somebody. Let's put a program in place in these school systems where these kids can talk through whatever it is outside of themselves. Some of these children go through crazy things at home. Can I at least go talk to somebody somewhere? I don't know if I could say church or not, because even that, a lot of people are kind of shunning away from that, which is understandable. But at least at school, where I go to learn, where I go to make friends, where I learn my social skills, let me learn some emotional intelligence while I'm here. It is very, very vital, even for us adults. We might see a therapist, you know what I mean? But even that is kind of like, girl, you crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Our emotions are so suppressed and so shunned upon that we don't even express them or even realize, maybe I'm, you know what I mean? I'm unbalanced, and you just want to medicate this depression and you want to medicate this anxiety. What's underneath the surface? Somebody has to talk about the emotions that if you spoke Japanese and you spoke Spanish and I spoke Arabic, the one thing we would still have in common is, happy. When I smile, she's happy. If I cry, she's crying without me saying a word.
Right.
Our emotions tie everyone on this universe together. So why is that not important? Why are we not talking about that? You might be black and I might be white, but goddamn it, we know the same feelings. But we just overlook that and we jump to race, or we jump to mental illness or whatever. But emotional intelligence, I feel, could really help us push this or manage this unbalanced society. Everybody's a little fucked up. Really.
Mike?
Whatever the solution is going to require some nuance on behalf of the majority.
Yes.
And the issue is, like, I haven't really spoke on this or done anything related to this. Try to not read too much, and rest in peace to the families lost. And everybody talk about, thoughts and prayers. It immediately turned into a hashtag, a catchphrase, a TikTok reshare. And the main point that I hate the most is the political point. The people for guns jumped on and was saying what they were saying, and the people against guns were saying what they were saying. And the whole time there's like these kids who were slain in the middle. And the issue with the whole thing in 2022, and this has been going on for a while, is everybody's on one end of the spectrum or the other. And there's no nuance for the middle. Like D. Simone saying, we can have something in these schools. Y'all worried about people saying the word gay, but not talking about giving people an opportunity, whether they be LGBTQ plus or whatever else within that spectrum, somebody to talk to, that a kid struggling with their identity, that people not knowing how to deal with their emotions, which I have a 17-year-old, that teens and their emotions are volatile and they don't know what to do. There's bullying and there's image issues and all these other things that this problem ain't going to be solved with, we need to restrict guns from everybody or we need to give everybody guns. Where's the nuance in the middle of, can we think of smart ways to keep people who shouldn't have guns away from them, allow people who want to use guns to be able to use them smartly, and protect our kids, protect ourselves and our general public, minorities and underserved communities, like the people who were shot up at that store, that all of these things somehow fit in the middle. But we just keep saying political point, election season, this thing's coming. it's annoying, and I don't know how we get away from it. But we don't have to move as a total unit.
Yeah,
Hillsborough County can do something about its schools. Florida can do something about its schools before we let like Biden do something about it too.
How do we make the people in power realize that we do matter though? Because at the end of the day, when you think about the Tops grocery store and you think about I cannot say this town's name, and y'all forgive me, my Texas brothers and sisters, the town in Texas, predominantly Hispanic, right on the border.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to put words in the mouths of the legislator or the people in the power in Texas, but why would they give a fuck about people, Latin Americans in the state that they're trying to keep them out? So, hey, that's one less one. How do we make them care about the people, the grandmas and the aunties at the top store and the children on the border city that just got shot up at the elementary school? How do we make them really care about it? At the end of the day, they just think it's one crazy person did something nuts. How do we make them care about us when it's just...
We have to make them feel the nature of being a human. Just bring them back to human nature and realize then themselves will see themselves like, oh, snap, and connect them to those people. Tether us together, and now I can't shake back because, it does affect me. Ted, whatever his name, it does affect me. Senators and Congress, you are human too.
Cruz, yeah. Ted Cruz is Hispanic. He should
whatever
be.
he is. He's a something, man. He's a something.
He's something else.
Wild.
The problem with that though is there's so many terms to define people. Where somebody in one convo might identify as a Republican or a conservative or right wing or a Trumpian or whatever the fuck they call themselves. But then in the same conversation, they say, "Oh, it was a white person." Like, "Oh no, that was a lower class white person."
Yeah,
they just continue to divide the problem away, or even try to do what they always try to do. Well, he was like the kid who shot up the store who was arrested peacefully somehow. He was a troubled kid. Like, whoa, we are not going to sit here and let the assailant be defined as some kind of victim of some circumstance when he took a gun into a store and shot a bunch of people that looked like us. That's not what we're
and that's not even a question,
do.
right? That's I said I'm going to go shoot these people because they're black.
Yeah. And what got that kid to that point? What is he going through? What made him deranged? What made him all these things that you put on that? What made him feel that way? Because fun fact, I do government contracting. It's something I'm into, and I was looking up minorities. And for federal governments, the minority group, in order to be considered the breakdown, I'll give you the definition of a minority. It's very simple. Everyone except a white male.
White male.
A white male.
You know my favorite thing to say.
Blame it on the whites.
It's always a white
man. So therefore,
there's a white man behind it.
They're at a level where they don't even... I don't know that they even see it as racism. They feel like they're doing due diligence.
Yeah.
This is who I am. This is who I was raised. My mom and dad told me to save my lineage, eradicate these things. I'm doing what I'm told. This is what I'm right. So that's deeper than just saying you're racist. No, bro, they're bred to believe superiority, white supremacy, whatever you want to place there. It's not wrong in their minds.
Yeah, it's the norm.
It's the norm.
I'll say this as all three of us are parents of children who are of they ain't quite 18 and yours is getting there, but like they're teenagers. They're teenagers, right?
Yeah.
You have some that are getting there. Mine is there, yours is there. When you think about influence, right? Social media is a huge deal. And this is why I have such a big issue with your Elon Musk and your Mark Zuckerberg, because you allow this shit to happen. I ain't saying you take away somebody's ability to say something. Hey, this is your opinion. That's great. But when you're allowed to organize, spread your message.
Hello.
And then spread it some more, like manure.
Systematically.
Systematically through a platform that reaches millions.
Everybody's on here. You know it.
And then you go, not my responsibility. Freedom of speech.
Have at it. Do they even think they're wrong?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Hell no.
They don't think they're wrong.
Because this shit ain't being organized against them.
It ain't being organized against them.
I'm a white male. I am not the minority. I am not a part of you guys.
Yeah.
say we ride on the white males, but
hey, listen,
chill though.
Hey, but it's funny to me though,
they
right?
can be the minority. The rest of everybody else,
it's funny though, right? So hey, freedom of speech. Say what you want online, but hey, I'm gonna make a law so you don't come to my doorstep and protest.
Don't you do that? Hey, you keep that over there.
You're responsible for this, my Caucasian. So you got to handle that.
It's something, man. It's something. It's deeper than just words. It's deep.
We'll move on, but one thing I will say that I think that everybody wants to identify as is not dead. So let's fucking figure it out. Yeah. On that note, the second thing, I'm going to play a video here in a second. So there's this pastor, I won't even say his name, in Indiana at the blah, blah, blah Life Church, whatever, or not, that something came out here. I think, let's play that video if we got it up there, if you can find it. I'll talk until you find it. So basically there's an Indiana preacher at this big mega, I won't say a mega church, a normal sized church, decent sized big church here. Let's get the video up here. If we can.
It was nearly 20 years ago. It continued far too long. It involved one person, and there's been no other, nor any other situations of unbecoming conduct for the last 20 years. If you love us, please let us talk.
For 27 years, I lived in a prison. It was not 20 years. I lived in a prison of lies and shame. Lying to protect the Lowe family. For years, I thought I was a horrible person having suicidal thoughts, not realizing what had been truly done to me. That I was a victim, and I would still be in a prison if my brother, and many of you know him, Edgar Wolf, had not approached me just 2 weeks ago with what he had seen as a teenager that bothered him all these years. His pastor in bed with his younger sister.
All right, so basically, if you haven't heard about this, that video that we were just watching, is a Pastor Lowe or whatever his name is in Indiana at a moderate-sized church. I'm assuming a holiness church or Pentecostal church is what it looks like. He basically got up to the congregation, what is it called, the testimonial in the end of the service. Hey, I committed adultery. I did this. It was with one person. Yada yada yada. I feel awful about it. Blah blah blah. The victim, who he allegedly, committed adultery with, gets up, say, no, I was 16 years old. He took me on the floor of his office at the church, and I've been in a prison for 20.
My God.
I guess not 20, but however many years. 27 years. She's 27 now or something. However, 27 years is what she said. Good call, Mike. And so, the craziest thing that we didn't see after there, because I didn't want to let it go too long, was that the congregation then came and went and put their hands and prayed over the pastor with the victim, I believe, still in the room. Mike, what is she still? I think we talked about this before. Yeah, she's still in the room.
I can't believe it.
So I have these conversations with my mom on the talk. She always asks, why don't you go back to church? And I tell her, hey, I thank you for helping me develop my relationship with God, because I have zero faith in man, and I'm very leery of any man's church right now. And this is why. I think most people are too. You have a pastor in a pulpit telling people that he committed adultery, so he don't even think he did. Adultery is consensual sex with an adult. Yeah. And you have the victim coming out and saying, hey, no, I was raped. And the parishioners are praying over the pastor. And at one point, they said, I love you, we love you, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. And I think to myself, this is why people don't want to go to church. This is why people don't trust churches. Thoughts?
Wow. Someone just said my husband doesn't go to church because of this reason also. I'm torn because one part of me says redemption. And then the other part of me says, enough already. Y'all grown. Y'all know better. You know right from right. You know wrong from wrong. And you have all these people that look up to you in their darkest hours. And you, at the end of the day, are still a man. Capable of sin. Capable of falling short. But Shorty was 16 and you did this for years.
Yeah.
That After time one.
And it wasn't just her. Apparently others came forward as well.
We don't doubt it at all.
That's no longer I oops. You know what I mean? No, Pastor.
And it ain't just as simple as all that. When you say redemption, because we are talking, Jesus,
forgiveness,
and church and forgiveness. Yeah. But this man mischaracterized what it was. He downplayed his part in it. Like you said, he called it adultery and not rape like it was. He called it adultery and not. It's just problematic. And then for them to respond to him, it's so like there's a certain procedure to how we should do things when victims are victimized. We're not, like I just said a second ago, we're not going to take the assailant and make him a victim. He wasn't victimized. You go pray in your jail cell. And you do
past statute of limitations, so no jail.
Whatever he need to do, he shouldn't be in a position of power. He shouldn't be able to win from that scenario. And even if we give him the chance to be redeemed,
do it on your time,
there's
bro.
no penalty that has been paid. He ain't even outwardly admitted. Like what's the 12-step thing? You can't solve your problem until you admit that there is a problem.
You have to admit that you have a problem. Yeah,
like right straight up there in front of the church, still lying, still it's problematic top to bottom. And for them to respond to him, pray all y'all want, but I feel like there should be more. There should be more penalty paid, monetary, whatever needs to be done to affect that situation, because people in positions of power, even in church, bosses, Girl Scout leaders, Boy Scout leaders, teachers, coaches, all these people in a position of power.
A higher standard, dude.
You violated trust on a major level with our kids. We're not gonna act like that's nothing.
Yeah. And it's funny to me.
I would have got a dust cloud popping in that church.
And that's my thing too. I'm gonna lay some real hands. Is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and put the pause button on the Christianity real quick. Go ahead.
We'll pray later.
Yeah, we're gonna pray later.
Fight, Pastor.
Matter of fact, Jesus sent these hands.
We play Smash. It's Smash Brothers right now.
Right
now.
now.
You know what I'm talking about? So I don't. And that's me talking as a parishioner, not just like this is like my wife or my child. I'm talking about I'm a member of the church watching other members of the church putting hands on the pastor with the victim right there. So the pastor has basically said, I've eluded justice. I got away with something because I can't go to jail for this because it's past statute of limitations. So it's convenient that I'm coming out and telling you this now, you know, and pray for me. I go, no, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask you to go pray for yourself. And I'm going to have mercy on your soul because I'm about to literally put my hands around your neck. Because I don't, and I'll share a story real quick. With my church, and I won't name my church and I won't name the person involved, but there was a person that was a youth pastor at my church that was found grooming a girl. There was no evidence of sexual contact or anything like that, but he was definitely grooming the girl. And, you know, I still see him on Instagram putting up his little videos and he does like music and all that stuff. Hey, big ups to you. Congratulations. But at the end of the day, you violated the trust of people. Had I been there, it's more than so, hey, you need to leave. No, it's we need to have an actual conversation.
There needs to be some consequences, repercussions for what's going on.
Right.
Here. But it's sad because that's all too common within the church. You have all these music directors that are whether they're trans, whether they're gay, whatever, they're in the pulpits. You have pastors sleeping with Shirley Sue and Johnny. You got Shirley Sue outside ready to thump at church.
We've seen it.
And
we've seen it in every
literally, come on.
Hey Shirley, this is Carol.
Come on. We right here in the pulpit with it, right behind your head finna fight. About you, pastor, that you sleeping with all these women and you go home, get drunk, do your thing, and we come and act like we don't know.
Right.
Oh, what is that? What is?
And this is the tricky thing about Christianity, right? Because we're supposed to forgive and not judge.
Woo! Turn the other cheek.
Right.
Woo!
But also, I feel like
your
men of God, your pastors are supposed to be held to a higher standard.
Absolutely.
You know, and this and do we and I had this thought in my head the other day because I looked at the church does look like my church, not my church I grew up in initially. That was a Baptist church, and then we moved to the Pentecostal church later on, which is more of a mixed race church.
Yeah.
I noticed that church was mostly white Indiana, you know, up north type thing, small town. Do we think that this transcends culture? No.
It does
because it's church.
It transcends cultures.
Yeah, we talk about the largest faith in the world being violated across the board in mad states, mad countries.
And the fact that you have stories, I have stories, you have stories, she has stories. What's happening? Is this church or is this run by the state?
Yeah.
I think people in positions of power violate every time.
You think so? Every time?
I'm not going to say 100%.
Don't you put that on Barack Obama?
No, I would never do that.
Leave Barack alone.
And Michelle, too.
I won't put it. What I mean is when you have positions of power, people use that as their opportunity. That's why we have cults. That's why you have all the violators.
That's what that was, Mike.
Culty?
That was a cult.
Culty vibes.
Right? Am I wrong? That was a cult.
Because they, right or wrong, we with you, pastor.
Right.
I want to know.
But aren't you supposed to as a church?
What'd you say, Mike?
Who spoke after him? Who was the next person to say something? Because if they handed me the mic, I'm just looking.
Well,
like,
it's
go home.
Did y'all just hear what he
the
just said?
The organ playing. I need y'all to go ahead and take out your wallets now for collection.
So,
did he just admit to rape?
Yeah,
like awkwardly.
Yes.
Did he just admit to make this shit go
like that? Like your actual slim pics from last week. Remember the pastor?
Yeah.
This was a real life thing.
I used to smoke
crack.
Whoa.
Yo.
Yeah, no, that.
I mean, because at the end of the day, they are human. So do we not hold them to the humanism that lies within, even though they have a position of power? They're still human and able to make mistakes and fall short.
But we have rules too,
right?
On this human plane, we not rush to judgment, but can he still hold that position of power after he just admitted to raping one of the children from his church?
I believe he did step down, but the Bible also does talk about man's law.
Opportunity to step down.
Bible also talks about man's law.
He should have been Jazzy
and Christians
Jeff
adhering to
bro.
man's law. Yeah. So yeah, you can't just commit a law. You can't violate a law, but it's not Christian. No. Man's law is talked about in the Bible as well, just like Christian law as well. So they in this country they align very, very closely, which is a problem sometimes. But yeah, no, you can't do that. I think he did step down, but the problem is that he ain't gonna see no jail time for that unless somebody comes out and it's within the statute of limitations. He will see 0 jail time.
Well, that's when we go back to the law of man.
That's the law of man.
Jesus sent these hands.
Yeah,
and Buddy got to go to the park.
Jesus sent these hands, and
he sent my bat for them.
And a black,
right? I'm taking out knees.
In a black church, somebody come out there with a black eye.
What they finna fight? We finna fight.
And I won't say it too much longer, but the actual husband of the wife is standing with the pastor right here, going, "Hey, we got this necklace from him as a virginity pledge. He can have that back." And I'm like, okay.
You should be pushing him down the stairs, sir.
I'm sitting here going, when are you going to hit him? Okay, you give him back the necklace. You reading out the Bible. When are you going to hit him?
Because if God can forgive him for raping that girl, he can surely forgive you for slapping the shit out that man right there in the church house.
Oh, she preaching.
Slapping, knocking.
Y'all forgive me
because you know what? Something else. You know what? These children doing all these shootings, they ain't getting their ass whooped at home no more.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. All these children out here are so disrespectful and they feel so entitled. Like they can do and say anything to anybody, police included, because you ain't slapping their ass and fighting their ass at home like you should. Beat your children ass when they need to.
Mike, send
them out the house the right way. Don't just let them go out there acting any kind of way. That reflects on you, parent. These children need to learn something at home.
Yes.
Before you send them out. Because that little boy, growing up in our days, he would have thought about, I got to face my mama, my daddy, my grandma, my neighborhood auntie. If I do this, consequences come from a long line behind this action. They don't have that no more. He shot his grandma in the face. Wait, Jesus.
The shooter of the element in Texas shot his grandma in the face.
He shot his grandma in the face before
she was actually the one
babies.
that ended up calling 911. She crawled. That's a tough
Come on now.
No, she's in stable critical but stable condition in the hospital right now. But she crawled. She crawled. That's a tough old broad. Crawled her ass to the phone across the street. Called 911.
Now, had she been beating his ass at home when he wanted to go lock up in his room and act crazy, he would have had some type of discipline about himself. These children, spat a rod, sport a child. That's all I was trying to say.
And I think, and my mom has thought about this before, the rod ain't necessarily got to be ass whooping.
No, it doesn't. But discipline these children some form so they know how to act in these streets. I shouldn't have to worry about your son coming to me, slapping me in the grocery store because I'm going to beat your son ass like a nigga in the streets. And now he can come bring your ass over and I'm going to whoop yours too for not doing it.
Oh, and y'all all pussy. Y'all could just show up with them hands. Y'all ain't got to bring guns. I'm just saying. Y'all ain't got to bring guns. What did Pops Witherspoon say in Friday? Y'all is all pussified.
That's what's wrong. That's what's wrong. They don't even know how to take a lick now. They don't know how to have a disciplined action about themselves. These kids going to school, slapping these substitute, throwing chairs, hitting the man in the head. They have no discipline about themselves. There's no consequences to their actions. So what do you think gonna happen next? They gonna shoot the shit up. I already got away with slapping them. I punched them. I threw desk at them. Of course I'm gonna shoot the shit out of them too. I might stab them a couple times too. Who gonna do something? Nobody. They took him to Burger King after he shot them people. Right. What's happening? On the other shooting, No, it was
that was Dylan Roof. Dylan Roof.
Dylan
the
Roof.
other church dude.
Dylan Roof got a.
He went to Burger King, got a burger.
He got chicken fries.
Come on now. There's no consequences for their actions.
Well,
bring their ass to my house. I'll show him what to do. TTD Simone got you.
And now we're gonna have a selection from the choir. We fall down,
Hallelujah.
and you best not get back up.
You better not get back up. And you better not come out that room till I tell you.
Thank you. Everybody had that preacher that had the lisp. You best not get up. The you know what I'm talking about.
Are you roasting with the
your grandfather?
Yeah. My grandfather was a preacher. No, he was a piano player.
Oh, that was the preacher.
he was over there getting it.
Really
all right, yo. All right. So we're gonna light this shit up a little bit because
let's lighten it up because I'm ready to whoop somebody's child ass and I don't even know.
We see outside.
What? Bring your
grab him ass.
Like on Friday when Craig got the kid kicking the trash can.
Exactly.
Mama.
Hold him down, D.
Exactly.
Hold him down, D. Mike and Lee out there beating somebody.
Goodness.
I got a good sound.
See, kids don't even know how to whoop no more. They don't even be like making noise. They're whooping.
Oh, they gonna call the police on you, and you have abused them. This is abuse.
Yeah, I remember them ass whoopings where you couldn't even get word like sound out. You just
it get stuck in your damn chest, don't it?
You can't even say nothing. Yeah. All right. Some funny shit happened with Walmart, y'all. So y'all know Juneteenth is an official holiday. June 19, 2022 will be the first recognized Juneteenth in our country ever. I have the day off. Y'all got the day off?
I don't work, so I'm good.
Okay. Excuse me. Everybody ain't able.
No.
I have the day off. But so Walmart decided to join in on the festivities and create their own little thing. They created some ice cream that's causing a bit of a stir. And sharing a little bit of African American culture, emancipation, and enduring hope. I kind of like that. And then also some wine, a nice little line of wines. I like the wines, right? That's pretty dope. But they've removed it. It's out. You can't even find it. I tried to buy some the other day. It's gone because black people ain't like it.
They took the plates too. Little cups and plates. They had all kind of little decorations.
Is that really racist, y'all?
Come on, black people. Come on, my people. We be doing too much. Damned if they do, damned if they don't.
I'd rather them don't.
You rather them don't.
Really?
Give us a holiday.
Okay.
I'll take the federal holiday. Keep
cream?
your products.
You don't want the red velvet.
Nothing cultured ever came out good from a big entity. McDonald's tried to put some sauce on the commercials.
Okay.
The ice cream ain't gonna work. I don't want to see your clothing. We talked about this when Juneteenth was when the federal holiday last. Yeah, the pandering is the problem. Let somebody black make it. Now, from what I understand, and I could be wrong if I've misread this on Twitter, a black woman created the actual ice cream. Now she sold that off to Walmart. Now we got a whole other conversation going here. But I will just simply say I don't trust Walmart to do it right, and I'm glad it's off the shelf.
Well, hold on now. Wait a minute. How do you feel about the ethnic section in the hair department of the Walmart?
That ain't a problem I got to deal with, but
he's bald head in the mud.
Providing products is one thing, but pandering is a whole other. It's not like how do I explain this? If you have a thing, basically, if this was done through the proper channels, Walmart wouldn't have it. The fact that Walmart was doing it is the problem. That I want to see this ice cream. First of all, why Juneteenth ice cream?
Yeah,
it couldn't be.
They
just
was trying.
It wasn't Juneteenth fried chicken,
right? Or
chitlins,
watermelon.
What was going to stop them from doing that?
Grape soda.
They didn't do that. To me, they had the cultural awareness to not do that.
Yeah,
ice cream is okay. Wine is okay. Black people like ice cream. White people like ice cream. Some white people could have bought that ice cream and be like, "Oh my God, Juneteenth! Oh my God, the black people were afraid." Now they can educate.
You think that's going to go down?
Probably not. It's Walmart. I'm not saying. Listen, we already know that educated white people shop at Target.
Period.
I didn't know that, but I could just see this going wrong in all kind of ways, and I just don't like it. I didn't like it when it posted. I said, "What the hell is going on here?" I don't appreciate it. If you're going to sell a product, sell the product. Don't pander. You start pandering that early in the process, it can only go left. What they going to do on Juneteenth? June coming.
Nothing now.
Yeah, right.
Walmart always put their stuff out early. They celebrate every single holiday. You can go to Walmart and find a decoration or something for every single holiday, including St. Patty's.
Yeah.
The Irish people ain't tripping about them putting some little clovers on the plate and saying, "Here you go."
If that's the best defense, though, because I'm sure Irish folk or like Mexicans with the whole Mexican
Feliz cumpleaños. Here you go.
Like, we know what white folks do to holidays when they turn them out. We know what they do to songs and dances and all that. They finna take this ice cream and turn it into
what if the campaign was created by a sister in the Walton Company?
And she thought she did
she thought she did a great thing, and then we shat on her. We shitted on her.
Money.
We didn't shit.
We
on
shat
her.
on her kente cloth and said, "Sister, we don't want it."
Execution of an idea that wasn't where's the money for this?
What is so bad with it, Mike? Let me put it back up here. It literally says
I really
celebrating.
don't think this should be thought of as like a black thing. Is our money coming back to us? Is it this coming back to us? Is that because we do everything else?
A celebration edition ice cream.
It's okay. It's okay.
and Ben and Jerry's names their ice creams after Jerry Garcia and everybody else. Will we get mad at that?
That's fine. They can do whatever they want. They're not speaking on behalf of a major injustice. Like, okay, we're talking about a country that refuses to let us teach it in school.
True.
But we gonna get some fucking ice cream and be happy about it.
That's a placation. We talked about that before.
That's not the steps. Those ain't the steps.
You don't think so?
We over here talk about other, and I'm not even trying to be like militant, bean pie, bow tie ass dude. But realistically, I don't want your placation. I don't need your McDonald's wrap Happy Meal. I don't need your Black 365 commercial I only see in February.
But you do.
I don't.
But that's the thing. If we never let the small steps happen, we're never going to get to the big step. What they're going to say is they got a problem with everything. We're not doing nothing like
Hold on. Before you comment on Day Simone, I want to remind you of something, Mike. What do you call your master bedroom now?
It's a primary bedroom.
Okay. Why did you say that?
Is about the vernacular conversation.
Okay.
What the hell, the master?
What? Well, I don't know. The short version is the connotation of master.
This is too much.
It's not.
It's a placation. Just like the ice cream.
It's a placation that ain't being commoditized on a massive scale across the entire country.
It's a placation that don't even taste like nothing. You can't taste a master bedroom. I can taste the chocolatey goodness of a Juneteenth ice cream.
And did it only come in chocolate?
I hope it did it.
But
I hope
if
it came with something.
What if that's what's happening?
That would have been
what if
fun.
that's what's happening? Only dark, only black colors. We got caramel, we got chocolate, we got cocoa, we got fucking what? Butterscotch.
At least they made chocolate ice cream.
Is that a problem?
You know there was no vanilla.
There was no vanilla?
There was no vanilla.
So
you know there was no vanilla.
Are y'all still good with this?
Nah,
if there was no vanilla.
I would be like, come on, y'all can make some vanilla.
So now we got vanilla.
Black people like vanilla ice cream too.
Of course you want vanilla Juneteenth ice cream.
No, sir. My favorite ice cream is Rocky Road.
Yeah, it's not about your favorite. I was talking about your race.
But I'm saying, y'all, if we keep making such a big deal about such small things, how are we ever going to be accepted and thought of as taken seriously? These niggas trip by ice cream. Ain't no motherfucking way we finna go any further with them. Look, if that's what they trip on,
if the doorway
the hell with anything else.
If the doorway to that point is through ice cream, fuck it. I don't want it. I don't want to be here. I don't want nothing to do with it.
But it's a small
You're not gonna toss
gesture.
me sunflower seeds saying I'll let you sit at the table eventually, eat these sunflower seeds. And that's what this is bullshit.
But I think we had the power to make it something bigger than it was.
We don't have to. We know they're finna use it and do it wrong and fuck it up. I don't trust Walmart to do nothing right. I don't even shop at Walmart. I don't trust them.
Wait, where do you shop at?
At Target, or I go to Whole Foods for my food, or Sprouts, or wherever the fuck.
Okay, Target. Target has their little stand that has all of the little. I bought a bunch of shirts for my daughters and stuff, and the Stevie Wonder thing. I'm just saying, how is that different than the ice cream?
A display is something you put together in recognition of what's happening right now. Like when you see the 4th of July joint, ain't no 4th of July ice cream.
I see some.
My nigga, there is definitely 4th of July ice cream. I'm gonna buy you some.
Don't buy me shit.
Yeah.
The Juneteenth ice cream was about to be misused, just like Juneteenth is about to be misused. There are gonna be a lot of white people getting drunk on a day off that they got because what? We still not gonna talk about slavery,
but
we
is that being misused, Mike? If we give it the power, they have to then accept it from us, not us look at them and be like, oh, now they're doing this, now they're doing that. If we as a collective, as Black people, decide to really go behind Juneteenth and give it our culture, they have to then come in, just like we do for St. Patty's Day, they have to come this way. We're not going that way.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I'll give you an example how that's not the process. So Cinco de Mayo helps them accept Mexicans more, or are our borders still closed to the
Mexicans accept Cinco de Mayo more than anybody.
Yeah, but
Irish people accept the clover thing more than anybody.
Irish people are white people.
We do, and I
are
speak
the Mexicans being treated better because they accepted Cinco de Mayo? Or do white people just get drunk on a holiday that they think is Mexican Independence Day all of a sudden, and it's being misused? It's a whole different thing than what it started.
How is the ice cream misusing though? I'm confused about how the ice cream is misusing.
I thought I was very clear in saying the product was what it was. We know what they was about to do with it. That's step one. That's what you decide. Ice cream and wine.
But if they bought it from a black lady, that should be enough for us to support it.
If they bought it from a black lady, they should have let her keep it and keep making her money. She should have sold it somewhere else that ain't Walmart. Y'all trust in Walmart with the ethnic identity to the masses?
Most black people in the hood, they gonna go to Walmart before they go to Target, before they go to Whole Goods. They gonna fuck with Walmart. So if she can get our money, she has a partnership with that ice cream.
She sold it. Walmart lowballed her and took her shit because they could have also made their own Juneteenth ice cream, put their name on it.
It's called great value. It was great value.
Yeah, and they undercut her for all we know. For all we know, they stole an idea and they just did it different. I'm not going to get into that part. Focusing on this, black people, if we're 16% of the country, we're severely outnumbered by white folks.
Yeah.
Walmart is being shopped at more by white folks than black folks. Even if all black folks shop there, we still outnumbered.
But our dollar,
I don't trust Walmart.
We spend the most money in America.
At Walmart, making the walls rich, not nobody else. But I don't trust them with our ethnic image and any product with our shit on it. I don't trust them. I wouldn't trust them a little bit.
What I think it was a missed opportunity for, and you can call me out if I'm wrong and whatever.
Maybe she should have left her name on it.
Oh, but here's the deal. So there's a lot of white households now that don't have that Juneteenth ice cream sitting in the freezer.
That's fine.
It's okay.
It's a lot of white homes ain't no Juneteenth was 2 years ago.
But that is how we do open the door to people who don't know about it.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
That's one of the ways.
We could just talk about it in school properly in the history books.
Yes, Mike, I understand that. That takes an actual act of fucking Congress.
Yeah.
But adults ain't in school. My people don't go to school. That work.
Little Jenny that just wanted some chocolate ice cream was going to get up there and be like, Mom and Daddy, I want some ice cream.
If the world was about
she gets
to
the
be
ice cream and she can't even see. She's going to be like, oh, Juneteenth. Let me Google that because all kids got iPads.
Yes.
And
Juneteenth.
Oh my God, little Jenny goes, niggas couldn't fucking be free. They don't teach us about slavery in school. They slaved black people. I didn't learn this in school. Mommy and Daddy, what is this? Oh, Jenny, that's about Juneteenth. What did you think was gonna happen?
Yes.
Like, she learned.
Do you know how many
Jenny's
people learned about sweet
exposed.
potato pie thanks to Patty LaBelle in the Walmart?
Wouldn't give a minimal damn.
In the Walmart.
In the minute, I wouldn't give.
But look what it did for Patty. Look how it catapulted her. Look how it set our.
That ain't the problem. Patty good. People knew who Patty was. She's a goddamn legend.
Not necessarily.
Juneteenth. Okay. Just let me get this straight. While simultaneously trying to keep the history books looking a certain way to not talk about slavery because it makes white people depressed, they're going to also, at the same time, give us the federal holiday, still not acknowledge the shit. And then first step, how can we make money off this shit? Put some Juneteenth ice cream in Walmart. Niggas will buy this shit. Or white people will buy it. And little Susie and her lisp or whatever the hell Claude had going on is going to change the world because she Googled Juneteenth. No.
But look at the conversation we're having. Look at how that ice cream has started a conversation about Juneteenth.
How many niggas don't even know about the Juneteenth?
We're talking about it.
Yeah,
we're literally talking about it from that ice cream.
So we're just going to ignore the fact that Walmart stood to make millions and millions of dollars off of a Juneteenth holiday we just got. Walmart going to beat us to the punch and get shit before Clark can even take a day off.
Yes.
Before the first day off is eligible, Walmart already making money. That's not a problem.
Decent, I'll give you a final thought on that. I just want to say I would have loved to see what the taste of racism tastes like.
Bro, they couldn't fucking wait, bro. They was like, we'll give these niggas a holiday. We'll make some money off this shit. I bet barbecue prices go up.
But I think we have the power to make it what it is.
Barbecue prices going through the roof.
I swear to God, June 19th,
if
really Publix has a sale on fried chicken, we boycotting Publix.
Where does it stop when Walmart gets to make the first money off the shit?
I understand that point.
But it's not up to them. It's up to us as a culture to decide when we make money, when we put out products. If nobody else is going to do it, they're going to do it. So it's up to us as a culture to do something to counteract it.
The Juneteenth ice cream, let's find some black-owned ice cream company and just buy theirs because they sure as hell ain't making no Juneteenth great value and putting shit on the shelves.
I'm so for it. But if there's nothing there,
I'd
I'd rather have something than nothing at all.
But
so somebody somewhere is starting to open their eyes.
I'd rather have something that not even necessarily benefits us. I'm not even that guy. I'm saying,
but at this point, we don't got no choice. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, we don't have a choice. So why even allow them to indulge in the nonsense? Take that shit off the shelf. And everybody who do anything dumb like that, let's cancel them.
What gives they so much power is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always give them the power. They can do this. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. But I feel like we have that power too.
We have more of that power than they do, if you will, in that sense. But there's a Walmart on every corner in every city in America.
Yes.
I just said a second ago, we're outnumbered. So they throw that shit on the shelf and we decide, you know what? We finna go get Miss Jenkins ice cream off the corner over here and fuck that Walmart shit. And it still sells millions and it still does nothing for us. And it does literally nothing, but now Juneteenth is seen as the shit on the front of the ice cream.
It starts a conversation.
Oh, man, that's easier ways to start. Sell a t-shirt, Walmart. Ice cream.
Oh, so you're just saying literally the ice cream, not the fact
also
of
Walmart.
The matter.
Ice cream plus Walmart is my problem.
Well, it's gone. Yeah. It's not there. You can't buy it. It's not online, and it's not there anymore. So it's gone.
Walmart, keep your hands off Juneteenth. I don't want nothing from y'all. I don't want no commercials. If y'all put a stand together of black-owned products y'all bought out or something, I don't want nothing to do with Walmart. Fuck Walmart.
Get rid of the black hair section too.
No, I'm not saying get rid of products
he don't care about that. They ain't number race.
I'm not saying get rid of products that help us, Claude. I'm saying you don't get to decide how to put our cultural information out there. Let black people promote Juneteenth. Can we celebrate it? Literally, can we celebrate it before Walmart try to make some money off?
No, because we're not. And that's the thing. And Walmart knows that. And white people knows that. We're not going to do anything about it. We make all these accusations and we make all these, I want to do this. We need to do this. We need to do that. And we don't do shit. Juneteenth has been in our culture for how many years? Walmart's just finding out, but we as black people knew about Juneteenth thousands or however many years ago.
I'm gonna be selling ice cream on Juneteenth. Y'all come holler at me for Mike's ice cream.
It's black ice cream, though.
I don't know.
No vanilla.
I don't know why Claude.
No goddamn vanilla.
Regular ice cream. I'll have all flavors.
I will say this:
black owned and no Walmart induced.
I will say this:
we'll make it
black organized. Juneteenth festival at Raymond James Stadium on June 18th from 3 to 9 to Raymond James Stadium. I think I'll be there. Why not?
And we're going to see a lot of white people there too. Don't you tell them to leave, Mike.
Hey.
No,
listen.
White people can celebrate.
Okay.
I'm celebrating the problem.
He said y'all can come.
They're not paying us for this.
I appreciate the commoditization of black pain when they also don't give it to us in school. They don't let us talk about it. They don't put it in the books properly, but they want to make money off it.
I understand
Walmart
that point.
lobbies against shit. I'm not saying they lobbied against this. I'm saying,
but we know that to be true about Walmart in general.
Yeah, so don't let them have none of our shit. Keep selling your great value shit without Juneteenth or nothing black on it.
Buy your Ben and Jerry's.
So you line the white man pocket.
Ben and Jerry sounds like a black name. Uncle Ben and Jerry Solomon. So there you go. Black people named Ben and Jerry. Let's move on.
Those are not my words. I don't know.
I didn't say that either.
Uncle, I think like when I think of Ben and Jerry, I know black people named Ben and Jerry. Uncle Ben and Jerry. Anyhow, so the last thing on my list, y'all. I'm yours, man. You be saying that shit all the time. I'm your man.
Mike is really a nice guy, guys. He just didn't like that ice cream. I've never really heard. You
ever seen? You know, the only person that get passionate over food is a fat motherfucker. That is the he got real passionate over that goddamn ice cream. We talked about candles last year. He wasn't as passionate over those goddamn candles at Bath and Body Works.
Like that either?
You're twisting my words. I'm passionate about Walmart commoditizing Juneteenth.
That's you like the Bath and Body Works when they did Black History with the candles? You was okay with that?
I didn't see that, but it sounds. I don't like it. Can we?
We need our own shit, don't we?
We live in a capitalist society, and people gonna make money. But when the mega corporations try to jump in front of the line, we should be worried. We should be worried, y'all. If I see a Juneteenth barbecue sauce or something crazy, I'm tight. I'm upset. Matter of fact, yeah, Walmart, y'all, they got a lot of black employees, and I'm sure they do a lot of good work and a lot of bad work. And when I say bad work, they're box store undercuts, mom and pops and things of that nature. Yeah. Walmart is a ubiquitous problem. I get that. I'm saying to take the first chance to be the first to the punch. It felt like when. Have y'all seen a McDonald's 365 Black 365?
Yes, and
since
February? Hulu every day is Black History Month.
I ain't seen neither one of them shit since February.
True.
So what the fuck? And if Walmart in line first, they They here for the money. We know what Walmart's about. It feels
That's true.
skeevy.
All
We ain't even took Nan Day off yet. I ain't got to no beach shit. I ain't been in the pool on a good Juneteenth yet since it's been a federal holiday.
Well,
can I get one?
The great black whale doesn't migrate to Florida until the mid-July, so we're good to go. All right, moving on. Moving on. I know you're passionate about it. I love it. We'll move on. All right, so the last thing on my list that will lead into our discussion to end out the show, not the show, end out the whatever. So do we know who Ricky Williams is, right? Former running, of course. Yes, legend. Former running. Thank you. I'll show his picture if you don't know. If you don't know who he is, former running back for the
Dolphins.
Punk ass Dolphins.
And a bunch of teams.
And a bunch of other teams.
He bounced around.
Unfortunately, the Dolphins is what I think we know him from whatever. So Ricky Williams has this thing that's out in the news. I know. I don't like the Dolphins. Fuck Bugs. Anyhow, Ricky Williams is in the news right now because he came out and said that he has officially, as of May, I believe, 2022, taken the last name of his wife. And his wife, Miss, I think her name is, I think the last name is Mirren. It's her, Linnea Mirren is his wife, and he is now officially taken her last name.
Ricky Mirren?
No, Eric Mirren now.
This was his first name too?
Right, so Ricky was short for Eric.
Oh, okay.
And Williams, I guess, was the last name of his adopted father, not his real father, so he went ahead and dropped it, and now he is Eric Mirren.
I didn't know Eric
former NFL runner. I didn't either. I didn't know that.
Dixon Richards.
Well, Rick and Eric. I
had no idea that
you didn't know that. Yeah,
I thought Eric's was Eric. It's short enough.
Oh, well.
Matter of fact, Ricky's longer.
Yeah,
in a way.
That's what I don't understand. Like, Ricky. You know where that was from? Yeah, you know that from. All right, so Eric said,
"Black part removed."
Eric Mirren said, "I found that it's been really powerful in creating ease and intimacy and trust in my relationship. One of the ideas that popped into my head mind was that I can take her last name. I think it's cool. It's somewhere where we can both win." His wife practiced law at one point, and I believe now she is they both own a herbal supplement business together. I think they also sell liquor. I think they own a liquor store or something like that too. And he said oftentimes she was associated with him and kind of left out in the dark, and she does own that company and did practice law at one time. So when he takes her name, it gives her more of a focus, and it's created a greater sense of intimacy in his relationship. It's balance. What y'all think about that? I'm gonna show y'all. I don't have the meme, but y'all remember there was a Sports Illustrated or like an ESPN picture of him like in a
they got churn.
They do have children.
Excuse me, y'all. Ooh, I got a
lot of children.
Whoa. Do they have kids?
They've got like 3 or 4 children, I think.
But we both understood and responded.
Yeah, they got kids. They got churn.
What churn doing out there?
Churn.
Then I get it. Cool.
Wait, the kids' names changed too?
Nah, I don't know.
It feels like her last name has more weight to their family dynamic.
Yeah, I'll show y'all. That's them over here.
Go for it.
That's them right there.
No, this is not how we doing this.
Yeah.
If you can't, he said if you can't beat him, join him.
This explains a lot.
What?
This explains a lot.
What does it explain?
It explains a lot.
What?
A certain type of dude would do what he doing, and that's the dude.
And
that's the dude. That's the girl he would be with.
Yeah.
You would do this.
Me?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. One of the things when I
the picture again? Is that not Claude?
One of the things. Fuck you. Why did I even put that back up there?
Why did you do that?
So one.
Look at Claude.
I'm glad we
just want to bring a sense of intimacy and balance.
I wanted this to be our topic of discussion today because it's funny. It's a funny thing because so technically, Simone, help me out here. This is actually being heralded as the last socially accepted type of sexism in America. And here's why.
I can see that.
I'll give you why. So originally, women would take the last name of a man as because women were considered property at one point, and
Absolutely.
so just like you put your name on your asses, your donkeys, your cow, your property, all that. Your wife is your property, and thus she has your last name. And so, but women in general, in droves, and overwhelming majority say, "Hey, I'm gonna take my husband's last name." This is going the feminist of feminists will take their husband's last name.
Yeah.
And so it's being heralded as the very last form of sexism that's socially acceptable in this country. What do you think about
that? I'm all for Latinx
instead
of the O or A ending in the Latino culture. I'm cool for ways to make things like what we were talking about with the primary room, making them become a part of the normal vernacular. But if we got to go through this process, and I know I ain't married, and I know married Twitter and all y'all gonna come for me.
But you also have Lato Caribbean family as well, because you the
West Indian.
Yeah.
My son's mother is West Indian, and my son's last name is hyphenated, but we weren't married.
But that's common in the West Indies, though.
And that's something we talked about, but that's neither here nor there.
Right.
If we're going to go through this process where I got to court you, I got to step to you, I got to go on the date, I got to pay for the dates, and then I got to, when the relationship going and we building, I got to get down on one knee, and I got to ask for your hand in marriage. I got to get a blessing from the parent. I got to do all this shit. And then I got to take your last name? Yeah, right. Get the fuck out of here. No,
but he did say it was his stepfather's name, or he was adopted
Williams
or something.
Was his stepfather's last name, so he felt he didn't feel that much of a connection.
To it.
Right.
So that's particular incident
for
his family's sake to start his legacy. Maybe he wants to take that name and then make them.
Well, this is a recent development, so his kids have his kids' last names are Williams, unless they're changing them.
Oh, Jesus,
man! Everybody has a reason to do what they want. You can name your kid how you want. You could choose what you want to do. Y'all can, your wife can do the whole hyphenated thing, but this is a him thing,
right?
This is unique to his situation.
And
as a whole, in the greater conversation, I'm not taking her last name for nothing on this planet. I will not give up my last name. I don't care if it was a slave owner's last name. It's my shit now.
It's like the overhead of the family, right? You know what I mean? Like your last name covers and protects the entire family, right? Or am I tripping? At this point, shit, am I tripping?
Get biblical on.
Because that's how
I'm the head of the house, but I'm taking your last name.
It's quite common though that happens. It's very, very, very common. I even saw something that like
shooting bell.
I'm not shooting a bell at all.
I hear it.
Oh no, there's no bell being shot at all. I'm trying to understand it, right? Because we live in a society where feminism is starting to come out more. It's a reigning movement, right? It's a movement that is budding and it's rampant, and rampant is a bad word. It's out there. We feel it. Women are. I am woman, and hear me roar. We out here. We bad. Our vaginas are fucking not to be tampered with, but. A majority of women are still taking the last names of the men that they marry. Why?
I'm for all of that.
Absolutely.
I want to know about from her though. Why?
Yeah, that's my covering. That's my protection. When I say that's my husband, this is his last name that he's given to me and our children. We're covered by this man, not just his physical, but his name, his love, his attention, his affection. All that comes when I say I am Mrs. Tucker. And if I got to go get Mr. Tucker, you better be scared. What I look like, I'm Mrs. Luster. And if I have to go get, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, you're Miss Luster.
You know,
you're not even Mrs. I don't know what your maiden name is, but
Luster.
It's Luster. Okay. Yeah. So
if I got to go get Mr. Tucker, you better be scared.
Yeah.
And you know, as a woman or a male, like, oh, she must be married because she done said the last name. You know what I mean? Like, there's a protection and security that comes with that. I don't know what this brother got going on, but as a woman, I'm definitely taking my husband's last name. And bitch, showing the ring. Like, what? You know what I'm saying?
I considered it a gift, right?
Absolutely.
I consider it a gift. Because initially, and with us, because my wife was married before, and we do have another child that has her previous last name, her previous married last name, and I was okay with saying, hey, you can hyphenate it, because at that point, as long as it's at the end, as long as it's the end cap, because we are the last name. That's our family. That's we're not a singular family when it comes to the last names. But at the end of the day, to me, it's saying, hey, listen. I am joining your family. Mm-hmm. We're making this family together. And it's a gift to me, right? I feel empowered by being her husband, by her having my last name. Yeah. I remember the first time we went to a restaurant and it said, Mr. and Mrs. Pearson, your table is ready.
Made your chest stick out a little bit.
It did.
You know what I'm saying?
I was like, this is Mrs. Pearson.
Hello. And you try if you want to. I'm going to slap the shit out you, sir. Protect her.
I think the problem is that we are denying the carnal nature of the sexes sometimes. Like, granted, I don't always agree with the whole, like, the men should be the breadwinners and the women shouldn't be the whatever, or the women clean and the men do that. I don't necessarily agree with traditional gender roles, because my life is very different. It's very, we truly are a partnership. We split things down the middle. But I will say men have a big ego. men are we have that internal fire of macho-ness in here, and that's kind of the one thing.
Wait,
we
the
do.
Here came out so high pitched.
Here.
Listen here.
You can't say that sentence in here.
Shut up. I sound
I need that audio. I need
no,
that.
don't get that.
Men have this fire in here.
So when you're given that gift of the last name, then it feeds that ego in a positive way, right? There's so many negative things about male ego and male what do they call male fragility and male masculine masculine toxicity or whatever it's called. There's so many things out there. That's the one thing to me that feeds it positively.
Absolutely.
Right? PA's got a question. What if she proposes to me? I think that's the weirdest fucking thing ever.
Oh my God, push on the ground.
I have
tell her to get up, pull up by her hair.
No, I think that's weird. That's odd. Did you get proposed to?
Somebody proposed?
Jerry, did your wife propose to you? Oh, okay.
If
she proposed to you,
okay.
You say yes, you take her last name.
So you're getting ahead of me on my notes. You must have read my notes because I thought about that, right? So there are people who this Gen Zers, they get proposed to. It's very different. God. It's very switched, right? So to me, I think that's weird. I would be like, no, I would, like you said, I would sweep her feet. Don't propose to me.
Yeah, sweep her over her
feet. Also, sweep her feet. You know, I do. No, please don't. No, we're not doing that.
Everywhere in nature, and I'm not saying it has to be the man. It could be the woman, and this could be normal. We talked about that some episodes back. What if girls would step into dudes, and bagging guys? Like, how would we be? We had fun with that. That was a crazy episode, but. Even in nature, there's an animal that pursues mating, and there's another one that receive. Even for the ones where women are the pursuers, or they do the whatever to get it cracking. Y'all know the birds and bees. But how can, and I'm not saying that this can't go both ways, because I'm imagining gay and lesbian couples, even in some trans situations where somebody transition and then they're dating the same gender, or however. I don't know how they define all that. I'm not here to teach all about it, but it has to be one or the other.
Right.
It's like when you're plugging something into a computer, there's a male side, a female side. Mm-hmm. And it's just a way that we define it. Now, I'm not saying let's stick to tradition because that's how it is for me and it's comfortable. I'm saying if there's no rules, then it's chaos.
Right.
Yeah.
And if women are proposing to men, I'm not saying that's going to be chaotic. I'm saying that there's no role for us to understand how we interact. Now, there may be a woman who could propose to a man and he'd be with it. But you got to know who that is. And by the time you're proposing, you should know who that is. Yeah. But the whole taking the name thing, it's like me and Michelle even be joking about it. Like, she's like, oh, yeah, yeah, right. Okay. Then we ain't get married. If you're not taking my name, we're not getting married. Those are Michael Lake stipulations.
Yeah.
And if you want to go the other route, hyphenate or keep your own last name and you ain't famous, then go find a dude who with those shits, but not me.
Well, I will tell you, okay, my last name is Lester. Mm-hmm. I wanted to keep my last name only because I am the last of my father's last name. You know what I'm saying? With me, the legacy died. So I was like, okay, well, I got a son. So my oldest son is my maiden name so that he can carry on the tradition of the Luster name and it doesn't completely die. I don't want our last name to die.
I wouldn't want our last name to die, but if we really keep, like, so we're talking about walking down the aisle, the father even giving the bride away, that still happens. That you pass this person off to this man.
My daddy dead, Mike. Shit.
Rest in peace, Papa Luster. I'm saying that in general, not D.
I know.
But that this is what happens. That's the idea, because we are engaged in courtship.
See, that's why I think having weddings should still kind of be a thing. You know what I mean? So your father does give you I didn't have a traditional wedding. I had a barbecue. Mm-hmm. But if I had that moment, maybe I would have had a different sentiment. Like, okay, my dad is giving me off to my husband. That's it. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, my last name dies with me.
It's a tough pill to swallow.
I don't know. You know? Yeah.
This is why,
because he was famous with his last name.
Kings and people back whenever the hell was trying to have sons because they wanted that name to continue. Yeah. That if your lineage ends there in name, you got to understand that if we getting married, me and you are creating a new family. Or did that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he only got 2 girls.
He should have kept going.
Neither one of us really carried the legacy. Girls don't even carry the legacy, do
we? He should have strengthened his back.
I care a lot less about my legacy name going on than I do having another fucking child. I'm good to go. If the Pearson name died with me, I got brothers that got sons, so we're good to go.
Yeah, and that's the craziest thing. Like even my son's mother, that was a convo we had. It's something normal in the islands that the kid takes them out. We weren't married. We've been friends a long time. Even at that point, that okay, I'll cede on. She gave on the junior, and I gave on the hyphenated. We both gave and compromised in that moment.
Yeah.
But if we was anything close to on the path of being married, I'd be like, no. I'll just say this: there's a Miss Lake out there named Sharon, my mother, who married my father, took his last name. Yes, she is. Took his last name. And even in divorce, kept his last name, maintains that last name to this day. Miss Lake knows what it's about. The Lake family is her family. That's what we is right now. Even though she got her jokes about Lake blood because the boys be crazy. But the point being that she's joined this family and this spectrum. And we love the Russian side of her family and all my cousins and everybody, grandma and everybody. Salute to y'all. But when your daughters go to they create a new family, that man becomes the head of house. Not in like, dictatorship, but in ideology that there has to be a leader. At some point, the line has to go here. My girl does a lot of things well, and I empower her to do those things. And math being one of them, keeping track of time where I'm bad at it. We balance each other in a lot of ways. But at some point, there has to be a leader that stops the line at a point. There's a boss at work. Yeah. There's a head dog, alpha, whatever you want to call it. Why are we trying to act like two people can lead at the same time? Even if they talk and conversate, there's always that one parent, that's like, if it was a scheduling thing, my mom probably would supersede my dad a little bit. Right. But if it was discipline, my mom called my dad to come beat my ass often.
Yeah.
And that's how it went because a role has been assigned. We taking last names. If it worked for Ricky or Eric Wiener or whatever his last name is.
I don't remember.
He's probably a big dude. He's probably pretty bulky. And I'm not going to begin to call him a beta because that has like that negative connotation. But people are going to say that about you. Yeah. If it worked for you, let it work for you. I hope it don't catch on. Or at least till I'm married off and it ain't my problem no more.
When you left was I was telling Mike that I was the last of my father's last name.
Yeah.
So it was very, you know what I mean? Like, I can't just let it die. So I named my oldest son Luster, which is my maiden last name, so that he carries on the legacy.
Right. Okay.
Because I'm not even a boy to technically carry on. I want to get married. I want to have my husbands. So I sacrifice my son not having our Tucker last name so that he can carry on the legacy. Because I even though I was the last Luster, I still can't carry it like he can as a boy.
Question: this don't really apply to Claude, but we can all answer. Your boys taking their future wives' last names?
Hell no! What? Nigga, I done gave you my last name so you can carry that shit on and you gonna take this whole name? No, I'm just playing.
Even my son, even my son being my stepson, not having my last name, I'm not gonna recommend that. No, absolutely not. Carry on your last name. Yeah. It's okay. Listen, at some point we have to understand that tradition isn't bad. If you choose to do it, it's not bad. So hey, if you want to take on your girl's last name, cool. Up to you.
Well, you like that, though.
It's all right.
You don't sound cool. You sound like you want to roast them.
Before we move on to the next segment, I just want to talk about the lake blood here. Before we move on to the next segment, I do want to talk about the lake blood. It is very watered down.
Is it? I don't get it.
Lake. Oh my God!
Anyhow, yo, that's our discussion. That's a dad. I'm a dad.
I don't even know if that's a dad joke.
That's just a bad joke. All right, y'all. I think I'm participating in that discussion.
Somebody put the Joker meme where he laughed.
Hey, he really taking Shorty last name?
Yeah, he is.
Salute to him for being able to stand up in that, because there's a couple things I couldn't do in this scenario.
He's standing up in shit. He's squatting down on the toilet, nigga. Bye.
Y'all have any
she be telling him to shut up and shit.
Y'all at home, make sure y'all have any discussions in your homes and y'all are commenting on our social media.
I bet his legs be up in the air when they be fucking.
Oh my God! Can we do drunk advice?
Say my name, bitch.
Can we do drunk advice? All right. Hey, so drunk advice is in a different font today, as you can see. It's a readable. We can read this one here. Headline. This is funny. Are most people who severely struggle with dating just ugly? I've thought about this myself. I sometimes think, well, maybe I just lack dating skills. Maybe it's my life circumstances, my nervous energy, me not knowing how to kiss well. But then I start thinking, maybe I'm actually just an ugly dude. Sorry, dude. And that's why I severely struggle keeping a woman's interest. I sometimes see comments on the dating subs of a guy / girl saying, "Yeah, I get friend zoned a lot." Then I dig through their profile and then randomly see a photo of them, but they're simply not physically attractive at all. What are your thoughts? Well, D Simone, you got to take this first. No, go ahead, you lady.
Is this a shorty or?
Oh yeah,
this is a man. I believe. We don't know that the name is Everlast23. With a name like Everlast, man, you don't matter how you look, right? Anyhow.
Ooh, baby, I'm sorry.
Did you write this?
I didn't. Why you always accuse me of being one?
I mean, I think it takes great courage to know that you're ugly and to know, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, maybe I'm just a little funny looking. But you can work with that. Everybody ain't cute out here in the world. And some people is very married. Some people are happily married and dating, and they is just as funny looking as a toad.
Yeah.
So it's just how you swag out your ugliness. Flavor Flav, for instance. You know what I'm saying?
He looks like the first ever cockroach on the world.
Ugly. He scared the shit out of me at nighttime.
Yeah.
But he got the swag, the confidence, you know what I'm saying, the charisma to kind of balance it out. So you can be ugly and still swaggy.
Yeah.
I hope you got a good job.
Biggie said
I think so. Biggie was a big old black ugly ass nigga, but it's a whole bunch of bitches that are fuck shit out of Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to know how to manage your ugly.
Broken, ugly as ever. However, I stay
Gucci down to the socks.
And that's
Come on. Come on. It's a place for you in this world, ugly motherfucker.
It is his nervous energy.
Yes.
That's the problem. You're
probably boring.
Your game ain't strong.
Yeah.
A lot of ugly dudes bag women. On behalf of the ugly men out there, on behalf of the out of shapes, on behalf of the short dudes,
it don't really matter.
Just step your game up.
Come on, man.
Just step your game up.
I will say this. I look ugly with this on. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck them. I will say this. I haven't been on the dating sites. It's got to be a little rough for ugly folks out here on the dating sites because it's just your picture, just like. Not you, nigga.
You better learn how to do some angles. Get
what
your
I say
lighting
though,
right.
Go step in person.
Yeah.
Wait, lighting ain't gonna help ugly though. It just highlight the ugly.
It kind of contours. You saw.
Have you not seen some of these women with the lighting and the angles and the cropping?
We can make
ladies.
It'll shock the shit out your catfishing is real.
I don't see other women. I don't. Where they be at?
Be having the picture
because you know you can kind of light your face that contours things in a different way, so you look almost a little bit different.
So you know, telling me there's a chance.
There's a chance. There's a chance.
Clark be having us looking good up in here.
Yeah.
With the shits.
Oh yeah. Ring lights. Okay. Is it my turn?
I guess
you're probably not. You probably are ugly. It's cool. And that's all right. Ugly, it doesn't matter. You're probably actually nervous and boring. Because the thing is that from what I know from women, and I'm not the best looking dude, and I know that I will agree with Mike. I do use my height to my advantage all the time.
You try.
So find what's like. So my advice to you is find what is it about you that is appealing, because you can't be. Nobody's awful. There's not a single person in this world except Donald Trump that's awful. You know, that's just unbearable.
Not when you got game.
Yeah, even Donald Trump bagged him a model.
Thank you.
Not when you got game.
See what I'm saying? Orange, bitch.
So here's what you have to do. You have to figure out what control. Right, guys, control what you can control. Right.
Yeah.
You can control your money. You can't control your physical appearance. It's called a gym. I'm not saying that you're not good fat, but if you want to control something, you control the gym.
You ain't even got to do all that. Just learn how to talk to people. Just spit your game.
There it is.
But again, I do put the little asterisk that it got to be tough on the dating
and
site.
You got to be in person
because your caption, I imagine, got to be fire.
Yeah.
Your picture got to be well lit and your face got to be at its best. Or whatever that is for dudes. I don't know. If I'm ugly, I'm just put my dick print on.
Also, and if you're getting friend zoned a lot, you're taking way too long. Number one, to ask for the business. Yeah. That's what I called it in sales. You got to ask for the business. And if that business is not feeling you, hey, move on to another industry. It's not that hard. You don't have to. I've spent this time. No, you're letting it go too long. People get put in the friend zone oftentimes because they're just waiting for the other person to accept them. At the end of the day, you control that. Okay. Yeah. Hey, ask for the business. Say, hey, what's up? How we feeling? Okay. Hey, okay, cool. And ask for feedback. Women are actually really good at giving feedback, surprisingly enough. If you ask them.
They'll tell you. If you don't comb your nappy ass head,
ask them, hey. Nobody's going to be mean if he really, if he ugly like Quasimodo.
But be like, hey, listen.
She'll just say you're cute, but not like Not
Let
you.
me say, Decimo, I'm feeling you right now. How you feeling though? Are we in the friend zone?
This ain't good enough.
We're definitely in
We're in
the
the friend
friend
zone. What can I do better for the next girl?
Be different. Just be
Renee,
another
I'm
this is
just saying.
awkward.
No,
I
what
don't
can
know.
you? What can he do next for the?
I got
next
some
girl?
ideas.
He, like
Switch
Mike
that
said,
shirt.
he should definitely talk. Let me tell
I
you
wouldn't
something.
wear that hat. I wouldn't talk like you do. You should walk better.
Leave my friend alone. Leave him alone. No, because listen, I dated.
Make more money.
Honest to God,
Lower your standards.
Ugly ass motherfucker.
Predator. I'm talking about
Quasimodos.
dreads, black Popeyes for 5 years. I was with the ugliest person you have ever seen in your life.
Not the motherfucking predator.
The predator in real life. And the people
Damn.
on here that know.
Homie,
You know what I'm saying? But he was the sweetest, kindest person, and he was direct. He was very talkative and opened up and where I almost couldn't even see like, oh shit, I want to say you ugly so bad, but you so cool, you so kind, your game is so, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, fuck it. Let's go. He asked me on a date and it was just like, okay, cool.
I've been there.
I can't deny the energy. You know what I'm saying?
If you talk fast, they can't see the ugly.
Is that what you do?
I'm talking about he was swaggy. He was dope as fuck, but he was ugly than a bitch. And his mammy was ugly too. All of them was ugly. But shit,
boy,
I was with him for 5 years.
Bring your.
He was ugly.
Right.
For 5 years. And y'all see me. You see me. I'm not the best looking person, but I'm decent. I can get a decent looking person. It was all about the way he really carried himself, the way he talked to me, made me swoon me a little bit like, oh shit.
When you ugly, it's adapt or die, right? And you can't change your face. So when you ugly, you gotta adapt another way.
Bro, I ain't never had
super simple.
Like
yeah, you gotta be the smartest motherfucker. Hey, that's why I be reading. I gotta keep reading these books.
But super simple.
I gotta keep reading these books because hey, as I get older too, and the shit start falling apart,
exactly.
I gotta bedazzle him with these smarts.
He's been bossing since he was 3. So it's the end of the day, you just gotta like. Here's the deal.
Yeah.
Last point ever. Last 23. You already know you're ugly.
Can we flip the question?
That's the bottom line.
Fix the other shit.
You already know you ugly.
I got a question for the gallery though.
Okay.
So we surmise we see. I'm doing it again. Y'all forget I'm ugly.
You're not ugly.
I appreciate that, D-Smo. We surmise that we don't know if this is a female or a male.
It's a male.
But let's say if it was a female, does the advice change? An ugly female might have a little more problem.
No. I've been stepped to by
ugly female
large women that were not attractive to me and all the time.
We gotta switch the dynamic. We're not just talking
about
having sex here.
Okay.
To get married. Like how ugly chicks get in the ring.
Well, he wasn't necessarily saying he wanted to get married.
I know, but we're switching it because we're talking about women now.
Okay.
Because men will fuck anything.
Okay.
I think you guys are more easygoing and not as judgmental as
But they're not gonna marry what they deem as unattractive.
Shit, I done seen some ugly motherfuckers married to motherfucker.
Ugly women though?
Yeah, nigga, goddamn, that girl look like a frog and she is married.
To quote unquote a good looking dude, or is dude ugly too?
There's a lot of them.
I think Jocelyn from Jocelyn's Cabaret is fucking butt ugly.
Who that? Let me Google that.
Jocelyn from Cabaret.
This ain't nobody local, right? That's gonna show up and try to beat us up, is it?
Jocelyn from
Call me
Cabaret.
if you want to. I'm from the hood, motherfucker.
on 7th Ave.
She's ugly to me.
Okay.
Jocelyn from Cabaret.
But
so I think the idea for you Everlast 23 is that do you Everlast? Because if you Everlast, that might be the point.
Funny looking, you know what I'm saying? If she take off all that shit, she gonna be ugly.
It's a lot of makeup going on.
Exactly. But she got the swag and the personality that makes it like, okay, you look funny looking fun person.
Cleopatra face.
I don't know what she looks like after that or without that.
Exactly.
She looks like the Statue of Liberty.
God damn it.
She does. And you know she does.
Do you have advice for ugly women to get past the just fuck stage?
You get the last point off. Go ahead.
I think you should be your beautiful self.
This is bad advice.
Express your
be yourself. Just be your whole ugly self.
Yeah, because men aren't judgmental like that. If you go in with the insecurities, that is what puts the men in an awkward space. When you call yourself ugly, when you call yourself fat, when you call yourself, you know what I'm saying? That's what makes men like, yo, this shit is awkward. I don't really care. I just want to, let's just talk at least. You know what I mean? Like, let me at least see if I want to know you before
what
you
did C.D. Johnson say on The Color Purple?
Right.
I'm black. I'm poor. I may even be ugly, but dear God, I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
And he married an ugly ass too.
Our advice for the male is do better with everything else. Our advice for the ladies, just be yourself.
Just be yourself. Men are very.
I don't know. It's imbalanced.
Y'all are accepting.
We'll have to have that show with D. Simone's not here.
I want to do a show, advice for ugly people.
But ugly girls,
can we call it the Mike Show?
Be getting the best men. Why is that?
What's that?
When they ugly, ain't got a big old ass, they get the best.
Oh, because the ass don't matter.
Because the ass. Oh,
you can turn that.
Can
I be crude real quick? All you gotta do is turn it around. You ain't got to see the face.
That's terrible.
I'm talking about she had feet like a granddaddy. Her nigga was fine.
We have a woman on the show. You know, gonna objectify woymen that way.
I'm not objectifying no woman. I said if you ugly, you ain't got to see the face. Just turn
a piece of meat.
Ain't the same true for men? Turn them fucking lights off, homegirl.
You can't do that for Mike. He disappears.
Salute to the ugly dudes clapping in the dark.
All right, y'all. Thank you. That's our drunk advice. Hopefully, it wasn't too bad for y'all. Yeah. Oh, thank you, PA. That's what I said. Damn it.
It works both ways.
That's what I said.
We both ugly. We ain't gotta look at each other.
All right, y'all. It's
just look at the back of my head. I'm gonna look
bring
at
me
the
my
wall.
drink.
Y'all got D Simone in rare form today.
It's time for drinks on me, y'all. It's time for drinks on me. Jesus Christ, I can't deal with y'all.
Don't come to report for advice.
Yeah. Yes, right there. You got it already loaded up, actually.
Mike, you gave great advice though.
I try to help the homie out.
Don't do that to him.
With his ugly.
Who said it? It was. I think it was
Yeah, go ahead.
She's got something to say.
We'll talk about it.
She's got something to say. Says she like her man part ugly. Go ahead.
All right. This week's drink's called Melted Chocolate Ice Cream in honor of that Juneteenth ice cream at Walmart. It's got a ½ ounce of marula, a 1/2 ounce of cream de cocoa, a 1/2 ounce of Irish cream, and a 1/2 ounce of amaretto with a splash of grenadine. And it is called, like I said, Melted Chocolate Ice Cream. And as always, y'all, I will put the recipe on.
I hope Walmart don't get it.
Can I have that, please? Walmart's got it. It's over now.
That was a good.
Yo, that's great. That is great.
Callback for you. Boy.
That was a good callback. Thank you.
Make sure that's in the clip.
I will definitely do that. Without it.
What was this called again?
It's called a melted chocolate ice cream. Yeah.
Ooh.
AKA the Mike in the morning.
Hey, bro, I don't need no more Brandon tips. Jerry, write that down. We got to do that. Mike in the morning.
Mike in the morning.
Matter of fact, when I blow up, I'm leaving both of y'all.
That's the radio show.
Yeah, when y'all call me, I'm going to on air. I'm gonna go. D Simone for Mike. Skip. They both on that Juneteenth ice cream.
Melted chocolate ice cream.
Melted chocolate ice cream.
Y'all
Cheers.
Y'all got it.
Cheers, y'all.
Jerry. Oh, you want it? It's not actual milk in it. I don't.
Huh?
Oh, that's good.
Well, it's good when black folks get.
It's so creamy.
You want another one?
And no, I don't want another one, but it's good.
So there's no actual like milk, but there's definitely milk in the There's definitely milk in the.
It really tasted like melted ice cream. Oh my god,
that's dope.
Yep.
I didn't. I'm gonna buy it.
Made that up, y'all.
Very good.
Yo, I'm
Can
dying.
we get a Juneteenth one of them with like?
That is my Juneteenth one. That's the melted chocolate ice cream.
It's early.
There you go.
It's May.
Hey.
You know I always do it.
Mike, for the whole day of Juneteenth, I'm on his ass. He better party every second of Juneteenth.
You know the meme with the kid that's tired of dancing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Simone gonna be there with the belt. You better dance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I might pull a Tory like, don't say that.
Yo.
Bitch.
All right, y'all. On that note, it's last call for alcohol.
Allegedly. Clearly it needs to be.
This is the last call for alcohol.
You can cut it. You can cut it.
What up, real? For my last call.
Thank you, sir.
In honor of my injury and my fractured ass foot, step carefully, but keep your insurance up to date because I have insurance for a good little minute there. It was a good little minute. I was playing basketball real careful, and I read up. I got my insurance right, got my life insurance good, and then shit started breaking down. So right when the warranty was about to wear out, I got my shit right, and thank God because this still cost me about $400 last week out of the random blue, but it would have been worse without insurance. So step lightly and keep your insurance up. That's my last call.
That's what happens when you live the life of a Pinto instead of a Mercedes.
I don't understand.
I don't either.
Mercedes in that?
I don't know.
You like one of them old city buses, not the hybrid, the other with the engine.
It's gotta be a city bus.
Yeah, when it's hot.
We'll let you go last. You got time to think about it.
Okay.
I'll go. I don't have much to say today. We talked about it already. Y'all know how we feel. Y'all get on the shits, but I will say this: you may be black, you may be poor, you may be ugly, but dear God, you are here, and live with it, man.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
I stole that from The Color Purple, though.
And yourself from earlier.
Yeah, I did.
Plagiarizing yourself
3 times.
What is my last call? My last call is to make sure you do some type of self-care, self-help. If that means logging off of Facebook, getting away from the trauma, stepping away from it all, that is okay. You are entitled to that. You don't have to share everything you see. You don't have to repost everything you see.
Nope.
Just take it how you need to. And if you need to be done with it for the day, be done with it for the day. Take care of yourself first. That's my last call.
Get yourself a rose or a Hitachi.
You better do something.
A fleshlight. Just saying, self-care.
One of those was a TV.
No, Hitachi is a... See, you don't know. See, you just don't know, man. You don't be know about stuff.
Naruto or something?
No, never mind. Who are you, sir?
I am Mike Lake, a.k.a. Hillsboro Slim, in my Lakers 2020 champ hats. I felt a little old school, so I want to throw it back.
All right. Yo, it's your boy CP34, a.k.a. The Big Dipper, a.k.a. British Montana, here with...
D. Simone, a.k.a. D. Smoke.
Y'all know this is Tampa Bay's best pregame party. We are the Port Podcast, and we out.
We got a piece, y'all.